Hi, I was recently at the static presentation of the new Toyota CHR. Now I have the opportunity to drive this car and share my impressions of driving with you in this video. The silhouette of the new Toyota CHR is similar to the first generation. Short overhangs and a characteristic sideline is something that distinguished the predecessor and remained unchanged. This car may seem familiar because it is kind of a mix of styles of the new Prius and the BZ4X. All engines in the Toyota CHR are electrified. There are two options, 1.8 and 2 liters. For the first time in this car, there is also a plug-in hybrid system, and for the first time in this car, we can have four-wheel drive. The car will be powered by 5th generation hybrid systems. In the case of the 1.8 engine, the total power will be 140 horsepower. The combustion unit will have multi-point injection, which allows the installation of an LPG system. The stronger variant is based on a 2-liter engine with direct injection. The total power of the whole system is 198 horsepower. Only in this variant the customer can opt for all-wheel drive. The other variants have only front-wheel drive. The strongest variant is the plug-in hybrid, which is based on the 2-liter engine and has 223 horsepower. It's the same as in the Prius. Driving the latest CHR in the most powerful version can make the driver smile. 223 horsepower, from 0 to 100 km per hour in 7.3 seconds. Generally, these parameters today do not impress that much, but remember that CHR never had any sports ambitions. Here you can feel them when you accelerate. The car is not afraid of curves when you want to approach them a little faster. We have a redesigned suspension. Safety and stability of driving is one thing, but also comfort. It seems to me that the previous CHR did not give so much comfort to passengers and drivers. Now it is much better. It is worth mentioning that in the plug-in model and the GR Sport variant with 20-inch rims, we get shock absorbers with variable characteristics, which adjust the damping force to the current surface conditions. I have some reservations about the noise dampening of this car, but this is a pre-production car. The versions that will be sold to customers will soon be more refined. A lot of things need to be improved here. Practically at every step you can see some small shortcomings. What annoys me here are the safety systems, which cannot be easily and quickly turned off. I have the impression that these systems are a bit too sensitive. When we turn our eyes for a moment, we will get a sound message that we are not looking ahead. Maybe some people really need such support. I think that, okay, legal requirements are important, let it be in the car, but I would like to turn it off as easily and quickly as possible. The battery has a capacity of 13.6 kilowatt hours. According to Toyota's assurances, we should drive 66 km on it. I think we can drive more. My current consumption is 13.5 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. I have the conditions that allow me to have such a low consumption. If the battery power runs out and we drive in hybrid mode, we should expect a fuel consumption of 4 or 5 liters when we drive around the city, and between 6 to 7 liters when we drive on the highway. We have several driving modes. Even if we have a charged battery, we can drive in hybrid mode and the car will slowly use the battery power. There is also an automatic mode, and the CHR decides on its own whether to drive on electricity or also make use of the combustion engine. Practically, the combustion engine wakes up only if you press the gas pedal rather hard. When driving smoothly, you will mainly use electric power. However, the situation can change when we use built-in navigation. The car will analyze our route and select the right moments for recharging or optimizing fuel consumption by supplying electricity. The emission-free mode will also be activated when we are in a zone which requires it. When the battery is discharged, we can use the hybrid mode, but we will feel that the electric motor helps us a little less than when we have a lot of energy in the batteries. We can also charge the car while driving, which unfortunately greatly increases fuel consumption. When using a wall box to fill up the electricity, it will take about 2.5 hours. Using a regular 230-volt socket, we will need an additional 4 hours. In fact, I could have expected how this car would drive, because we know the drive units from Corolla or Prius. This car drives painfully properly. This is not a complaint, but maybe a characteristic feature of many Toyota models. The interior of the new Toyota CHR is similar to the new Prius or BZ4X. Toyota boasts that it is vegan and uncompromising in terms of durability and quality. It's true, you can feel that it is better than in the predecessor, but we will find a lot of elements of hard plastic and uncomfortable armrest at the front. There is enough space in the back for a person of medium height. A big plus is the enlargement of the rear window. It is important not only for passengers, but also for the driver during maneuvering. The trunk of the new CHR has a capacity of 364 to 388 liters, depending on the version of the equipment version. Finally, it is worth mentioning the prices, which start from 139,000 PLN. The plug-in variant costs 189,000 PLN. To sum up, the Toyota CHR is a car that can't be blamed for much. It is economical, looks interesting, and drives very decently. However, when we get out of it, we will quickly forget about the driving impressions, maybe except for the acceleration in the plug-in variant. There are a lot of assistance systems, and a careless driver will be quickly put to the side. However, the insolence of their operation may irritate people who do not need any assistance. A big step is also the possibility of remote parking using the application or using a phone instead of a key. I hope that when the car gets to us for a longer time, I will be able to test these features. Let me know what you think about this car. I'm waiting for your comments and see you in the next videos.